Hi everyone, my name is Ronnie and this is my first Flosstube. I've been stitching since I was 7 on and off, and after a pretty brutal car accident that I suffered in the summer of 2018, I got back to it and I basically never stopped. I wanted to start a Flosstube at the beginning of 2025 to, welcome the year and make this the year of what I hope would have been a lot of achievements. One of them would be starting Flosstube, but I was sick, and you can still hear it in my voice a little bit. So I am 28. I'm from Israel, and I also write. I write romance novels under a pen name, Veronica May Griffin. I have 3 novels out, and I'm constantly working on more. I'm a pretty monogamous stitcher, so I usually just stitch and also write until I get tired of this whip, and then I move on to another one. So currently I have 3 whips and a finish I would like to show you guys. And I would also like to talk about my writing, hence the name Writing Stitches. So let's start. So my first finish of 2025 is my birthday start. Now, I was born on Christmas Eve, December 24th. And I actually started this 2 days before my birthday because I was impatient. And this is part 1 of 15. I charted this myself. And I really, really like it. I really liked working on it. I finished this on the 17th, I think. It is currently the 20th, Monday. And this is it. And oh my gosh, I can actually see the whole thing. I didn't think it would happen. So this is, like I said, I charted this myself. Part 1 of 15. This is Snow White. The artist's name, I think, is Carton Cookie or something of the like. I did ask permission before I started stitching, but I did not get permission. He never really reached back to me to say you can use it or you cannot use it, so I just used it. Because I talked to some stitchy friends and they said that it's perfectly okay if I don't sell it. And I don't plan on selling it. The chart or the finished piece, it's just, they're all gonna stay with me. So my next, and these are the whips. This is another whip that I charted myself. I also asked for the artist's permission before I started stitching, but I did not get it. So I started anyway. And since I don't plan on selling any of it, again, it falls under the same, you're not going to do anything with it, so it's fine. And I do feel a little guilty, honestly. I do feel guilty about it. So I started following this particular artist. So this artist is called Payne Winks on Instagram. I do follow him or her. So my Instagram account will be linked below, and so will this artist's account. So this is what I have so far. I have Tekna completely finished, and Musa about halfway finished, I think. And I stitched on it until I had enough of it, and I had to take a break. There's a lot of white in here. There's a lot of white in here. And I really do not like stitching white threads on white fabric did not occur to me when I started it. So this is all, I should have mentioned this before, but this is all on 14 count Aida, 2/1, mainly because this is all my local craft store sells, and ordering anything will take about 2 months to get here because the post is just awful. So I don't really order anything online at all. I buy everything local, except my stash starter, which was 200 colors of CXC brand. 4 of those, I believe, took about a month and a half, 2 months, 3 months for some of them to get here, and it was excruciating. So I try not to buy online anymore. So this is a whip from Oranco that my dad got me a very long time ago. It was a paper chart, and when I started stitching again, I decided never to stitch with a paper pattern again because the last time I tried it was a mess. So when I discovered Pattern Keeper, which lifesaver really, I had this chart moved, transcribed, or digitized, or whatever you want to call it, so I can stitch it on Pattern Keeper. And this is it. It's called Archibald Fox Family or something along the lines of it. I'm currently on the side of it. Somewhere in the middle there should be the foxes, and I love foxes. They're my favorite animal. And like the other one that I tried myself, I kind of got sick of it. I needed a break. Also the chaos of the stitching that I used to do, it got to me. It got to me. Which is why when I went back to my first whip, I decided to switch it up. I went from the chaosy stitching of stitching my color blocks to diagonal. And this is this one, Pokemon by Lord Libidin. It is pretty big. I am 40-something%. This is what I did so far. Here's a better picture without the grid lines. I do really like it. The background, I did not have 157 when I started this, so I had to change it to 800 because my local craft store didn't sell 157, but they did sell 800. So the first few rows are CXC 800, and then there's a change into DMC 800. It's slightly darker. You don't really notice it as much in pictures, so it's fine. Also, no whip of mine is perfect. There's always some sort of mistake that I make, and it's uniquely me. So that is it for now about my stitching. But since I also said I rate, I would like to talk about that today and in every other Flosstube. There will be no specific schedule. I will just try to upload when I can. So like I said, I write romance novels. Most of them are pretty spicy. Like in cross stitch, I write until I get sick of it, then I switch to another. So the one I'm currently working on is a pretty spicy one. This is the 4th version of this particular thing, mainly because I lost the direction at some point, because I got so into some of the scenes. I got lost in them, and they sort of threw the whole thing away, out of direction. So now I'm rewriting the whole thing, and I'm hoping to stick to the direction that I have right now. I do not plan in advance. I write a first draft just the way I want to. I let the characters write the stories through my fingers, and then I outline this, and then I make a second draft, which is a bit more put together. I only started writing this way recently. The books I published are all first drafts and not my current best work. That's my then best work, because writing is like a muscle, and the more you do it, the better you get. So, yeah. I think that is going to be it for my first video. Since I don't have a lot of whips, I don't have a lot to show. I could talk about my future plans, but it's still going to take a while before I actually do something with them, because I do want to work a little bit on the whips, and I'm really into the Pokemon right now with the diagonals and everything. I really, really like it. And I'm hoping to maybe try to do the same with my other whips, which will take a while. And when I start my next whip, when I have a new start, it's going to be fully diagonals, because I really do enjoy that. With parking, which last time I tried it was not go well. And you can see it on the back of one of my whips when I tried parking, and I didn't really know what I was doing. Since then I learned. I met my Stitchy friends. I joined a community, and they were all really nice about it. So, shout out to everybody in the Kitty Stitcher Discord server. I really do appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. I should mention the Flosstubers that made me want to do this. So we obviously have the Kitty Stitcher. She's been a huge help with me getting back into it, and into the community, and she's been incredible. So thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate it. I also follow the Kitty Stitcher, Maddie. She's a newbie, kind of like me, and I really relate to a lot of what she says. About the Flosstube thing. I follow Thread the Needle. I keep looking over here because my notes are here. I also follow Thread the Needle, Vonnie. She's also full coverage, which I really like. Not a lot of them here that I've seen. I also follow Crafting Gaming Jamie. And she's actually the one that made me decide, okay, I'm gonna do a Flosstube too. And that is it for now, officially. Thank you if you've watched all this way. And if you have questions, I would love to hear them. And if you want to see more, follow and subscribe. And I will post again sometime. And I am also active on Instagram. Again, my link will be in the description below. And thank you so much for watching, and have fun and enjoy your life and your crafts. And that is not going to be my sign-off sentence. I'm gonna have to work on it. So thank you so much for watching again. And cheers. Bye.